Hey guys, welcome back to Pause and welcome back to Pause Disney. So this is a joint video on my two channels today, and we're going to be talking about my top 5 D23 predictions for 2019. So D23 is just a few days away. For anyone that doesn't know, D23 is a Disney Fan Expo which is held every 2 years. This year it is located in California in the Anaheim Convention Center just down the road from Disneyland. The D23 Expo is the place for Disney fans and is where many announcements take place, ranging from parks and resorts, movie announcements, plus other company-wide projects that are being worked on. For me, the main draw to this event is the Parks and Resorts panel, which is being held this year on Sunday. This is where new rides, shows and park projects will be announced and showcased. Previously, we saw the announcement of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land, just to give you a few ideas of what might be revealed this year. So on to this prediction video. I'm going to share with you my top 5 predictions for the theme parks that could be revealed at this year's D23. Now let me start this off by saying everything in this video is just a prediction based on what I would want to see and the potential rumours going around at the moment. It's more of a wish list than anything else. So let's get started. My first prediction: Rock and Roller Coaster, Disney's Hollywood Studios. So Rock and Roller Coaster opened back in 1999 in Orlando, and a slightly different and somewhat better version opened in Paris in 2002. The Paris version is closing in a matter of days in September for a full Marvel and Iron Man retheme as part of a wider makeover of that Walt Disney Studios park. I also predict there will be something regarding that mentioned at D23, however that doesn't make it into this video. Now let's talk about the older and, let's be honest, rougher version of Rock and Roller Coaster that is still in operation at Hollywood Studios in Florida. I personally think it's only a matter of time until this coaster is either removed entirely or rethemed. Now, merchandise for this attraction has been somewhat strange over the last couple of years. They have removed any reference to Aerosmith, and simply been having a sort of rock Mickey on most of the items, and that's been going on for a good few years now. So is that an indication that something's going to happen? I don't know, but we'll find out. What will it be replaced with? Well, this I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it will get the same retheme as Paris. I don't think we'll get the Marvel and Iron Man, because I don't think that would fit with the area of the park. Now, potentially to fit, it could go down a Cars theme. That could work, as there is the new Lightning McQueen show that's just opened next door. However, I don't think that will happen either. What I would like to see, though, is a full retrack of the ride with brand new theming. Again, what I think that theme will be, not too sure, but I definitely think something regarding this project will be announced at D23. Adventureland, Magic Kingdom. So next up, let's talk about Adventureland. So it's been long rumoured that the Adventureland in Magic Kingdom would potentially see the addition of a new e-ticket attraction, taking over the existing Treehouse area. A few ideas that have gone around in previous years, but one of them has always stood out to me, which is a Moana volcano-themed roller coaster. Now, this might seem a bit out there, but I personally think this would be an excellent addition to the park and would give an additional e-ticket to that side of the park, which again I think is needed. Moana doesn't really have much presence in any of the parks currently. However, during some special events, including Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, a Moana meet and greet is usually found to have very long waits, so there's obviously a market there for that franchise. I would love to see something regarding this announced at D23, however I wouldn't put much money on this one, but definitely think there'll be something in Adventureland coming soon. Dinoland USA, Animal Kingdom. Now, for a few years there's been many rumours going around about Dinosaur being replaced in Animal Kingdom. Now, the biggest contender for this rumour has always come back to being Indiana Jones, which has the same ride sort of system and actually very similar ride track, which can be found in Disneyland, which is the Indiana Jones Dark Ride. So it would make sense to sort of bring that theming in. However, I don't personally want to lose Dinosaur. It's one of my favourite rides at Walt Disney World. And I do believe that idea has been dropped. So this prediction isn't regarding Dinosaur itself, as I think that's safe, but my prediction is for the wider Dinoland USA area. So for anybody that doesn't know, Primeval Whirl, which is just a cheap spinning coaster has been closed for unannounced maintenance now for quite a while. And let's be honest, it doesn't really belong in a Disney park anyway. The entire area was actually designed as a temporary fix just to add more capacity to the park. It was initially themed as a fairground and a car park. You can still sort of see the car park line underneath. That's the theme they've gone for. It's not exactly the same immersion that can be found in Pandora or Galaxy's Edge, if we're being honest. So taking this into account and many other reasons, I think it definitely makes sense for a full area retheme to be announced. Hopefully including a new e-ticket attraction taking over the current Primeval World location. A big contender here, if we're just putting out there for an IP, would probably be Zootopia. I think that would fit quite well. However, at this point, anything replacing that area I think would be a bonus. Epcot, Play Pavilion, Future World. So we know that a Play Pavilion has been announced to replace the Wonders of Life Festival Centre Pavilion at Epcot, but we don't know much else. Nothing else has really been announced other than a few little bits of screenshots and concept art. So I think it's fairly safe to predict that a big announcement regarding this will happen at D23. One of the things that I think will be announced, and there's been a lot of chatter about this recently, is Disney toying with the idea of a black box style attraction and experience. And I think the Play Pavilion will be a good testing bed for this. So what is a black box experience? Now, imagine quite a minimalist indoor building with very little theming, using a lot of projections, VR or screens, giving Disney the ability to change the theme of the experience in a very short time frame. It could even utilise the 2.5D system and effects that's currently in construction for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. This technology could lend itself really well to this type of experience. So imagine a interactive game where you're inside the world of maybe Wreck-It Ralph to give you a fully immersive environment that you can interact with. But then only in a couple of weeks it could be rethemed to a Tron or Star Wars experience, as it's only projections and sort of software based. I feel this type of attraction would actually suit Epcot perfectly, and I do think something like this will be announced for the upcoming Play Pavilion as an interactive experience at D23. Now on to my last prediction. New attractions, Disneyland Paris. So Disneyland Paris is my local Disney resort. It's only about an hour away on the plane, and it is somewhere I spend a lot of my time. I have a very special place for Disneyland Paris in my heart, but there are definitely a few things in that resort that are missing. Now, the Walt Disney Studios Park is in dire need of an upgrade, and it has been for a while, but luckily this has already been announced and will all hopefully be open in a few years' time. Construction is well on way for that. But over in the main park, there's definitely also some things that are missing. Now, over on the left-hand side of the park, there is a distinct lack of attractions. Now, in Adventureland, you've got Pirates of the Caribbean and the Indiana Jones coaster, a couple of restaurants and shops. In Frontierland, you've basically got Big Thunder Mountain, Phantom Manor, and a show venue. In terms of big attractions, that is it. That side of the park is in desperate need of new e-ticket experiences. Personally, I would love to see an Indiana Jones dark ride. Maybe not exact clone of the one in Disneyland, but something similar. There's definitely space near the existing Indiana Jones roller coaster that was earmarked for this project a few years ago, and it never came to fruition. So something like that in Adventureland would be really needed. Or even, and my personal preference here would be a new take on a Splash Mountain style attraction. Now, it doesn't have to use the same theme. It could use another IP, you could stick Moana in there, you could stick anything really in there, and there's definitely a lot of space available. And we know there has been plans in the past, as mentioned, to add a new ride to that side of the park. So I think now is the time for something to be announced. I mean, Disneyland Paris is making a profit now. It is the most popular and sort of busiest theme park in Europe. So I think now is the time for something new to be announced for Disneyland Paris. So that is it. That's my top 5 predictions for D23 2019. Now, as I mentioned at the start, these are more wishes and dreams as opposed to predictions. However, with only a few days to go until the expo begins, we will find out plenty more about which new experiences are coming over the next few years. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this list. Don't forget to say subscribe for more, including a brand new Orlando, Florida vlog series that's starting in September. Make sure you like this video if you've enjoyed it and comment down below and let me know what your predictions are for this year's D23. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, bye.